How you doing? Hello, buddy. Just like old-time hockey on TikTok. Welcome to the Sportsnet YouTube channel. This is Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Imagine if it was someone else. Actually, we've tried that. Can't work every Saturday. You ever go to a wedding? Anyway, we got a big game tonight. An all-Canadian affair, which I always look forward to, and I know you do too. Because it means the Twitters are going to be salty, perhaps sour, perhaps bitter, and the opposite of sweet. What beer did I just describe? I'm not sure, but it's the Toronto Maple Leafs taking on the Vancouver Canucks. Folks, I think we're going to get two ornery teams. To clarify, I said ornery. The Toronto Maple Leafs coming fresh off of getting spanked at the hands of the Calgary Flames. Yes, the Leafs did outshoot them. No, they did not outscore them. The Flames beat the Leafs up physically, and it ended up working. And Jack Campbell not at his best in that game or lately. Peter Mrazek, by the way, in net for the Leafs tonight. And the Vancouver Canucks haven't played since Wednesday when they hosted the lowly New York Islanders, but they were not lowly in that one. It was a 6-3 Islanders win. Two teams in a bad mood. Both of them wear blue. I got to look at some of the crowd shots before the game. Couldn't tell who was cheering for who. But we'll know when the game starts. Canucks fan chants. Leaf fan chants in the same building. It's the good stuff. Leafs and Canucks, 7 p.m. Eastern, which I think should count as the tiebreaker for the Leafs, don't you? If it's 3-3 after regulation, the Leafs just win by default because it started based on the Eastern time zone. It's not like a regular win. It's like a shootout win. You don't put it in the ROW column. I think it should count. That's probably not fair. This is going to be one where you're going to want to pay attention to the other team. And this is going to be one where you're going to want to pay attention to something that happens. Oh, I'm back. Hi. So what we're going to have after the game is the Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle after show on Instagram. Sportsnet's Instagram. To be specific, it's the one that says @Sportsnet. It's got over 1 million followers. It's verified. You won't be able to miss it. It's hosted by Emily Agard, who, A, is wonderful, and B, is going to be our guest. Hey, so can't see myself. We're obviously having some problems, but we got Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle right now. That's how we're going to be doing this game, Leafs and Canucks. And then after the game, we're going to be with our second period guest, Emily Agard, as she hosts the Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle after show. Will we be talking about a win? Will we be talking about a loss? I don't know. A friend of mine messaged me and said, will there be a goal in the first 9 minutes? Well, you got two offensively minded coaches, I think, in Sheldon Keefe and Bruce Boudreau. But two teams coming off a spanking, so the coaches tend to get a hold of those games. But if the coaches are offensively minded, that was my thinking. I think there will be a goal in the first 9 minutes. Also, a rather high ratio of blown leads. Not for the Leafs, not for the Canucks, for Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. The Leafs are either erasing a deficit or blowing one, it seems, every Saturday that we do this. So we know it's going to be a big one. Also, I got eyes in the chat. Mikey says, will this be a bounce back game? I think so. I mean, the Leafs, first of all, where was the tweet? From Kevin McGran, the Leafs have not lost 2 in a row in regulation since losing 3 in a row, October 22nd versus San Jose, the 23rd versus Pittsburgh. I think we covered that one. And the 25th against Carolina. I believe that was the one they lost 4-1 to Carolina. That's a long time. Pre-Halloween. We're talking about Valentine's Day. That's a different candy holiday. Valentine's Day candy is so overrated, dude. Valentine's Day is so overrated. Boo. Boo. I'm married. Like, I'm not even one of those guys who's, I'm single on Valentine's Day and I'm complaining about it. No, that's what I used to be. And then I got shacked up and I still hated it. And I thought maybe it just sucks. Anyway, you know who doesn't suck? The Leafs, because they haven't lost back-to-back games in regulation since then. Also, things are going to be getting back to normal. The lineup will basically be back to normal. Kyle Clifford and Nick Ritchie are with the Marlies, by the way. Travis Dermott will be a healthy scratch tonight, and Peter Mrazek will be the starter. So that makes the defensive pairings Riley Brody, Muzzin Hall, Sandin Liljegren. And this is how dependable these lines are. I'm not even looking at Twitter. It's off the top of my noggin. Bunting, Matthews, Marner, Kerfoot, Tavares, Nylander, Mikheyev, Kampf, and Kasha, who is back despite taking a very big hit from Nikita Zadorov against the Calgary Flames. And then Engvall, Spezza, and Wayne Simmons, who invited a brand new daughter into the world the other day. That's why he wasn't in that game against the Calgary Flames. You see how I did that? I did that. That felt great. Also, dad strength. Double dad strength. Justin, is it weird that Mrazek is getting the Saturday night start? Has he earned it? Yes, he's earned it. No, it's not weird. People have forgotten. Mrazek has played so little, and Campbell has, until recently, played so well. People forgot what the plan was. The plan was for Campbell and Mrazek to essentially split the net. I don't know if it was ever going to be totally that way. I mean, you got to have a playoff starter, right? But I think the plan was to have maybe Jack do 60, Mrazek do 40. And that's why I didn't even blink at the contract that Mrazek signed, because Campbell, who hadn't really taken on a full starter's workload in his career, he sort of did last year, but still only sort of, for part of the season, part of a shortened season, worth mentioning too. If Campbell can do tandem and Mrazek can do tandem, should be fine. Well, didn't work out that way. Campbell was in the Vesna conversation. Mrazek was on LTIR. And frankly, Mrazek's been a little bit better recently. I don't think it's a goalie controversy thing. This is Jack's net. Mrazek's going to have to play really well for a really long time for it to be his net. But what's wrong with getting Campbell a little bit of rest as Mrazek starts this game in Vancouver? A .902 save percentage, not the greatest, not the worst either, but a 6-2 record, which is pretty gosh darn good. Thatcher Demko, God, what a hero for the Vancouver Canucks. A .919, somehow only one shutout.
In the opening period. First of 2 meetings this season between the Canucks and Mitch Marner's Leafs. Marner saw his goal streak end at 8.
Coming off a disappointing first period in their last game, I think the focus you heard Scott.
Whenever my feed cuts, it'll just be watch a Leafs game, which I think is good too. But when it's not cut, it's watch a Leafs game with Steve Dangle. There's noted Leaf fan Bruce Boudreau. It's not a chirp, it's just true. Go on this YouTube channel. On Sportsnet, he did an interview with Elliot Friedman. Earlier, I meant to say this. That's probably going to be icing. Okay, for some reason it wasn't. Oh! Maybe it should have been, because that was almost a scoring chance for the Toronto Maple Leafs there. I was going to say this earlier, but I cut out. Keep an eye on Luke Schenn. Luke Schenn, by the way, who's with the Vancouver Canucks and allegedly available. And a lot of Leaf fans are going to roll their eyes, and you probably shouldn't. Probably shouldn't, because he's had a nice little resurgence in his career. There's Cami Granato, by the way, who just joined the Vancouver Canucks as assistant general manager. And I guess she knows. Hi, Cami. That was weird. I wasn't expecting that. But you shouldn't scoff at Luke Schenn. Tough right-handed D. I mean, geez, do I have to describe him? You know who he is. But also, he's making $850 against the cap, and next year, he's got another year. Don't be surprised if because of that, he costs a pretty penny. Some team is going to give up at least a third-round pick for Luke Schenn, I think. Oh, boy. Mrazek didn't like it. Bo Horvat had a lot. Bo Horvat, sorry. JT Miller had a lot to shoot at there. I'm going to have to get another look at what happened. I saw Mrazek was down. There was a Leaf defender basically on top of him. Matthews almost getting his patented drag shot. What happens here? Hall can't clear it. Okay. So look at Horvat. Look at Horvat. He takes Mrazek's stick with him and kind of drags him out of the net, but that happened way too fast. I don't really know what Horvat's supposed to do there. Are they reviewing this thing?
I wonder if they might be looking at the entry, Craig.
There's a first shot of the game.
Yeah.
That's a split-second decision.
Got Manny Malhotra working the microphone. Oh, they're looking for a possible offside, I'm told, in my ears by producer Stu. Interesting.
Here's the Horvat play, the contact, and the stick went right in.
Yeah, that's Horvat just stepping on Mrazek's stick. I really...
real fluke play on that one.
They're not going to challenge. You're right. I thought for a moment when I saw the lines went over.
I think that was Spencer Carberry walking over to Keefe and saying no.
Probably wondering whether Horvat had intentionally gone through there.
Honestly, I don't really think they had a shot at getting that overturned. That might have just been coaching stall tactics to try to take some of the momentum away from the Vancouver Canucks, but not much is going to unscore the first shot of the game. There's Luke Schenn, who I'm like kind of cheering for. Oh, it's Luke Schenn. Here's Andre Kasha, who I'm definitely cheering for. What a play! Woo! Oh, Mikheyev! Mikheyev a couple of weeks ago buries that. Ooh. Here's David Kampf in Gretzky's office. I often confuse the two. Don't laugh.
Delayed call to the Canucks. Mrazek to the bench for the extra attacker.
Leafs are about to go to the power play, so Riley is taking his...
Picks his way through center. In with a pass to Austin Matthews.
offensive zone time, got a good chance, and then
That's rookie Vasily Podkolzin
out of the zone,
going to the box.
Just an errant one that slid up the
Oh!
and into the chin.
We got the old ramp on TJ Brody. Went right up the stick.
Get back into a game is get the league's best power play and opportunity to score.
I was there in Vancouver when he was picked.
The number 32 penalty kill. Although the Canucks
Leafs with the best power play in the league, and the Canucks with the worst penalty kill.
Close to 30% with the man advantage this
I knew the Leafs had a good power play, and I knew it was first after a certain date. I didn't know it was first outright. And I certainly didn't know the Canucks' penalty kill was that bad. I guess that's still, they're digging themselves out of a hole from early in the season when Travis Green was behind the bench. Ooh, almost offside. Mitch Marner with the entry.
Steps back in, Riley across, Matthews back to Morgan Riley. Rashad tipped wide. I think Tavares in front was able to deflect it out of midair, but it went wide of the goal. Leafs maintain control. Minute to go on their power play. Marner.
With just aware of where the threat is, you got a one-time opportunity
All right.
for Nylander, and then finally the
We're
shot
back.
does come, and there
Hopefully
is the
this won't
high tip.
happen.
Actually, it was Nylander
Again,
that
we'll
got
see.
before Tavares
Leafs getting
was
close
able to
on the
get
power
to it.
play,
But on the wraparound, as
but
Matthews
can't
went to get
solve
there,
Thatcher
nice job
Demko.
of
Second
Oliver
unit's
Ekman
out there
Larson
now,
to get
and the
his
Canucks
stick
are
in
going to
there,
get a
not
clear.
allowing Matthews to get to it.
And there's Luke Shen.
Luke Shen with the clear.
He's always, it's hard to put my finger on it, but he's always had a very distinct presence on the ice. Skates differently, handles his stick differently, built like a Jeep. He's a thick boy.
Got his stick on that, and again it's out of play with 26 seconds to go on the power
Mr. Luke
play.
Shen.
You know, the ups and downs of your power play.
Former fifth overall pick.
On a hot streak in terms of overall, but 1 for 9 in their last 3, and that's just a quick second unit time. And you could
I don't remember if that draft was in the afternoon, but for some reason I have a memory of like getting home from, I was getting home from somewhere,
Great hold by Riley.
and I had heard the Leafs moved up in the draft, and I was like, who are they going to get?
Miles an hour off the stick of Austin
They got Luke
Matthews,
Shen.
but he pulled it just wide.
829 NHL games, by the way, for Luke Shen.
Elects to bring it ahead himself. Tavares turns in the corner, puts one to the middle.
He's got the rest of this season. He's got another year on his deal. He's only 32 right now, and he won't be 33 until a month into next season. I think there's a real good shot he hits 1,000. Probably more likely than not. Here's the Leafs driving the net. As the Canucks kill that full penalty, there's a penalty here, and it's going to Engvall, I think. Ekman Larson uncomfortable.
One good chance off of a one face-off.
Engvall has had a problem with taking too many penalties for a guy who plays too deep in the lineup. He's cleaned that up recently. He's actually been playing real well. Let's see what happens here. Just careless with the stick. Not unlike Podkolzin. And now the Leafs head to the penalty kill with one of their penalty killers in the box.
Canucks went 0 for 2 against the Islanders in their loss the other night. After going 2 for 3 against Arizona in the previous win.
This can't be a comfortable feeling for Peter Mrazek, who is still yet to make a save.
22 of 24.
This is where you really miss Quinn Hughes.
He has faced one shot. Whoa!
18 assists on the power play.
Edie.
JT Miller's their power play point leader with 21. He's got the puck, sends it across.
Elias Pettersson has not had a great season, but man, he's still capable of wowing you. He'll get it back. He'll get it back.
Miller knocks that one down. Try to pass the middle, broken up by Camp.
Especially with Boudreau behind the bench.
Here's Besser at the goal line, comes up front, and he just put it wide.
There's someone who benefited immediately from Bruce Boudreau stepping behind the bench. Brock Besser.
Didn't get through. Horvat after
Oh, blocked in front of the net.
to the side. Horvat's there to pick it up.
Penalty's not even half done, and the Canucks are
Back to Ekman
making me a little nervous. They put it on. Mrazek makes a stop, and the rebound goes in.
Jammed it in from in close, and the Canucks lead 2-0.
Well, Besser gets the goal, but it's Miller who keeps this play alive. This is a chance to clear, and instead Miller knocks it down, wins the battle there as Camp had a chance to clear it. Now Brock Besser getting good position. And the power play goal makes this a 2-0 game.
Your 2 goal scorers right there. JT Miller now has a goal and an assist in this game.
All right. Leafs have as many shots as the Canucks have goals.
The Canucks are 12-0.
It's a bad start.
Previous ones where he's had more than 1 point.
But I'm optimistic because it's Saturday. It's watch a Leafs game with Steve Dangle. And no lead is safe. Whether it's the Leafs with the lead or whoever they're playing. Last time we did this, I believe it was the Detroit Red Wings. Leafs were getting their show ran, and then they scored 5 or 6 unanswered goals, and they won. Who knows? Maybe that happens again tonight. But as the hockey gods often like to remind us, no, it doesn't have to go that way. No, you can just lose. We'll see. Once again, the Leafs have not lost back-to-back games in regulation since before Halloween. October 23rd and 25th, I believe, were their last 2. And the reason I know that is I only told you that 10 minutes ago, before the game, when the Leafs were not losing 2-0.
Much like their game in Calgary, they were unable to get anything going in the first period, and here they find themselves down and needing to get a little traction on the road.
Got the first goal in Calgary. Rasmus Sandin opened the scoring against the Flames, but then 5 straight for Calgary in that game. Here's a long shot wide. Miller comes up with a loose puck, passes to Horvat, and now Besser gets the puck off Marner and out to center. Mrazek out of his net as that one slid down into the Toronto zone. Marner up to Matthews. He dishes.
Leafs haven't really generated anything.
Wide on Ekman-Larsson.
So we'll see if that changes. They got the big boys out there. Whoa! Matthews with an opportunity for a between-the-legs goal. Is Bunting about to get a hook here? He is not. Marner comes up with the puck. Bunting behind the net for Matthews. Fighting off Luke Shen. A pair of top 5 picks. Shut up, it's true.
Austin Matthews being watched by Mott now. Still has the puck, trying to protect it. Tyler Mott able to take it away. And on the second attempt, he gets the puck to the middle, and Besser tips it down to the Toronto blue line.
Yeah, Matthews just trying to buy time to get the passing lane open, but good pressure didn't allow him to keep his head up and make the play.
Jake Muzzin's pass picked off. Here's
Mamico
for Vancouver.
Leafs are having a difficult time. Forget the offensive blue line. They're having a difficult time getting past center ice. But they do here. Oh! Is that going to be a hook? No, it is not. Spezza and Engvall seem to have a clear 2-on-1 there.
Boy, just a little hook there on Spezza.
Just a little bit of stick work.
He wasn't able to attack that puck.
Nothing too nefarious.
2-on-1 instead. Wasn't able to get to the puck to make the play.
Wayne Simmons back in the Toronto lineup. You heard him with Scott earlier. We congratulate Wayne and his family.
I think you always score when you have a baby, don't you? You look for him to try to get something going here in honor of his second.
The Leafs are out shooting the Canucks score now.
Kyle Burrows dumps the puck around.
As long as we're looking for, glimmers of light. I could return to the chat. My buddy who put the bet down on will there be a goal in the first 9 minutes just sent me a thank you note. He made $41.75 off that. Congrats, Jesse.
Pearson takes his pass, sends one towards the goal, steered to the corner by Mrazek. Dickinson gets the puck to Garland.
He has to split that with me. That's how it works.
Making moves in the corner.
Pretty sure.
Dishes one to Pearson. Now Dickinson behind the goal. Brody's on him. Dickinson pulls away, feeds back.
I was about to go to the chat, but the Canucks are pressing in the Leaf zone. Luke Shen almost getting a primary assist there, gloved by Peter Mrazek. I think we're going to get our first break here. So we're going to go to commercial, but we'll be right back with Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. Hey, well, that wasn't the start we all anticipated. If you're an optimist, I wasn't. Jeez. Leafs down 2-0 early to the Vancouver Canucks here on Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. From the chat, Simon, if you had to choose one player to lose in free agency, who would it be? Oh, okay. One player to lose? Well, that's weird. Okay, let's see who the Leafs could potentially lose. There's Ilya Mikheyev, Jason Spezza, and Jack Campbell. So those are the only three. And let's all say our answer together. 1, 2, 3. Ilya Mikheyev. He's going to ask for too much money, and Jason Spezza is a beautiful man, and losing Jack Campbell for nothing is dumb. Hey! Oh, John Tavares with the Leafs' best chance of the game. You might be saying only chance, and that's best. I don't speak any Italian. Like I said, third most.
John Tavares loves playing in this building.
Canucks gain the Leafs line. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
And the puck is off the glass and out of play.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson almost threading the needle. What's happening?
Against the Vancouver Canucks, and so
what's happening?
Just get to the front of the net. There's the battle down low that Nylander does.
What pair was this out on the ice? Was that Hall Muzzin again?
And how about Ekman-Larsson? Hey, so much made about.
It's Tavares on the back check. Oof.
He's now on a 3-game
Maroon.
streak, and there he used his wheels to get in all alone, just a little too high with the shot.
Yeah, his emergence as a point getter came at the perfect time. Of course, more opportunity, but with Quinn Hughes out, they need.
Riley's been amazing since signing his contract. Gets a shot on. I don't know if it was the most dangerous shot in the world, but he gets the ozone draw, which is big. Taco from the chat says, what non-Leafs team do you have the most memorabilia for? This is a good question. I believe the answer, believe it or not, is the Montreal Canadiens. It's not a wide variety of memorabilia. So, it's easy to look past all this and not see what it actually is. If you look closely at the stuff behind me, you'll notice a figure and a picture, a figure and a picture. There's actually a method to the madness. If you look closely, so there's a Daryl Sittler figure. There's a picture of me with Daryl Sittler. There's a Brian McCabe figure. Well, there's a picture of me with Brian McCabe. There's JVR and a picture of me with JVR. Kessel and a picture of me with Kessel. Every single picture in this room, every single figurine in this room has a picture of me with that person above it, except for William Nylander, who I have met and interviewed several times, I've been in a scrum with him several times. I just don't have a picture with him. I think there's one more. It's not on that wall. Oh, I got Luke Shen. Where is he? There he is. That's from a skit I did with Nike back in the day. I pretended to be the third Shen brother. That was fun. And I'm very proud of this. Johnny Bauer. I took that photo. Anyway, sorry, to answer your question, the Montreal Canadiens, because in this room, who do I got? I got Brendan Gallagher, Yvan Cournoyer, PK Subban as a Hab, Shea Weber, Brian Giunta, and Max Pacioretty.
Disappointing one in the last home game for the Vancouver Canucks.
All players I have met and interviewed. There we go. As the Canucks ice the puck. Sean, could the Red Wings pull off a wild card spot? Love the streams. First of all, thank you, Sean. Man, it'd be wonderful if they did. It'd be wonderful if the Red Wings did. I grew up as a half fan of the Red Wings. I've told the story many times. Chris Draper went to my elementary school, obviously long before I did. But he was the first NHL player I ever met. And they're just a really fun and exciting team to watch. Canucks might have another chance here. TJ Brody doing work behind the net, though. Stop! Oh, boy.
And the Leafs come up with a puck. Bunting brings it ahead. Pass off his
Seems like every opportunity is a good one for the Vancouver Canucks. So right now, the Red Wings are 7 points back of the Bruins for the second and final wild card in the East. But the Bruins also have 3 games in hand. Tough go. Bruins are going to be without Marchand for the next 6 games. I mean, it's going to be very tough, but it would be super fun if they did. And I'm just going to throw it out there with the as the Leafs get a scoring chance. Never mind. Kasha stopped in front. That might have hit a defenseman. Kasha again. Doesn't get through. The third line generating some offense here. Ilya Mikheyev throws it out. And Liljegren opting for defense on that one, and he takes out an official, which we all cheer for. Oh, sit down, Kessler jersey guy. Shut up. Sandin jumping up into the play. Put it on. Demko gobbles it up. Leafs are going to get a lot of ozone draws here.
This line is just a solid offensive.
Canucks not happy about that. I think they thought there should have been a call on Liljegren. That's what Kessler guy was really upset about.
Off of the boards, looked like for a second Vancouver is going to get it out, and then a nice play by Camp and a beautiful pass. Look at the bodies in front of Thatcher Demko. I don't think the puck.
Man, I love Kasha.
And then on this play coming back in.
By the way, we were talking about free agents. His contract is up, but he's a restricted free agent, which unreal.
Yeah, the arm on up for sure.
Bruce Boudreau not happy.
My bad, and it's exactly what's happening right now.
I don't understand why you're not happy. You're a Leaf fan. Rejoice.
My bad, no call.
You win no matter what, Bruce. This is a great night for you.
Chops the puck down.
As the Canucks clear the zone.
7 minutes left, first period. 2-0 Vancouver. Hamonic knocked that puck down to the blue line. Lamico chips it ahead, trying to find Mock, but that was broken up nicely by Justin Hall. Here's Spencer.
Muzzin.
Makes a move at the outside.
I didn't mind him in his return game. Simmons! There's another offensive zone.
As Wayne Simmons let fly from about 25 feet out.
Yeah, we saw and listening to Wayne talk about trying to make something happen. It almost did present itself. Nice drive there by Spezza. That drove Burrows.
Walker saved by Demko. Tavares after the puck on the inboards.
Got Tavares with the puck behind the net. Tries to find Nylander. Man, this line has struggled as of late. Although they probably have the best or second best chance the Leafs have had this game. 2-0 Canucks lead if you're just joining in on Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. Last these Leafs had a big comeback win against the Detroit Red Wings, and they're going to need another here as it's almost 3-0.
Garland in battle for the puck behind the net as he was stepped into by Riley. Puck held in by Myers. Riley intercepts in the corner. Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first. Here comes Nylander. Tried to lift one in for to skate on to. That was knocked out of the air with a high stick.
High stick there from JT Miller. And we'll get a face-off. Some more questions from the chat. Evan, score predictions. Well, unfortunately, Evan, I didn't get to this before Canucks made it 2-0. I suppose I could do it anyway. 7-2 Leafs. RD. Oh, you're the guy the Leafs have been looking for. RD. Who will have a big game tonight? Oh, okay. Let me. Brock Besser. JT Miller. It's going to have to be Nylander and Tavares if the Leafs have a shot. It can't be Matthews, Bunting, Marner every game. And Matthews, Bunting, Marner have played so well. But as we saw in the series against Montreal, the fourth line played great. Third line played great. Second line, despite all its challenges, played great. First line gets shut down, forget about it. One of those top two lines is neutralized. You focus on the other one and forget it. So you might look at the Leafs and go, well, they'll go as far as Matthews and Marner will go. They need some help. As you've seen in Edmonton, you need more than two guys, right? Tony, can you talk about Woll's extension? Oh, that's a good one. Let me bring up Cap Friendly here. So Joseph Woll, the Brick Wall, signed a 3-year contract extension. This is great for the young man. He is 23 years old. He'll be 24 in July. So the Leafs have basically locked him up. Like, he should be an NHL regular during this contract. He's shown enough, I guess, in the 4 NHL games that he's played this season to instill confidence in the Leafs. He's only played 8 games in the AHL this season, but he's done well, as Mrazek covers it. So it's a 3-year contract extension. $766 against the cap for 3 years. Now you might go, why would he sign this? It's going to be pretty lucrative for him, even if he's the Leafs' third goalie, which could be how it works out. Because, and this is on Cap Friendly, you can look it all up. Next year, his NHL salary is going to be $750, which I believe is league min. But his minor league salary is going to be $350. He's going to be very well compensated to play in the American Hockey League, if that's how it shakes out. And then the second 2 years after that, $775. So this dude's going to be making almost $800,000 to play in the AHL, or he's going to be an extremely affordable backup for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I think it's a great thing. It's a great thing for him. I hope he works out. I've met him. He's a really nice guy. Really, people say Jack Campbell vibes. I got more James Reimer vibes from him. Just, Campbell's more of a golden retriever, if that makes sense. Woll's got a little bit more of the James Reimer, gosh gee Willikers, just happy to be here attitude, you know?
In 3 of 8 games, but he's won all 3 of them. So,
happy for him.
This is not uncharted territory. I think the key for him now, after
Mrazek on a 4-game win streak and .921 save percentage over that streak. If you're wondering why the team has confidence in him playing on a Saturday night. Hasn't gone well so far tonight. But there's lots of game left. Matthews charging after the puck. That's the guy you want charging after the puck. Battling for it. Are the Canucks about to clear? No. Bunting. This is good, good pressure from the top line, but the Canucks come up with it and they clear the zone.
Check from behind by Matthews. Besser following up, sweeps the puck in, and both teams start to change.
Yeah, Miller thought he was going to be in all alone there.
Nothing really generated there, but that's a tiring shift for the guys taxed with shutting down the Leafs' best players on Vancouver.
Checked at center by Jake Muzzin. Travis Hamonic sends it ahead. And Hall over. Got it to the line, not out. Kept in by Alex Chason, but Simmons is able to play the puck out to center. Under 4 minutes to go in the first. Here's Lamico. Into Toronto territory.
I got to say, we talked about it off the top. Offensive-minded coach. Mrazek does struggle with those rebounds a little bit. Offensive-minded coach behind the bench in Vancouver.
Just save from the outside for Peter Mrazek. You know, you look at this Leaf team during this stretch. Their save percentage.
But boy, are they playing good defense.
Is third worst in the National Hockey League. But John, the record's 8-3-1.
Leafs having a really difficult time gaining that zone.
Kelly Rudy was talking about some of the goals against Jack Campbell.
Gaining that zone and doing anything with it.
You know, tips and screens.
Mrazek looks cheesed.
But the Leafs team in front of them is able to get some offense going, and their record has been pretty good despite the fact the save percentage hasn't.
Canucks take possession off the face-off. Garland back for Hunt, puts one on goal.
Oh, I thought that went in, man. That's the problem with the clear net.
McKayev. Brody. Long pass for Kasha, who steps in on the right side. Feeds one down for David
Leafs
Kampf.
third line, arguably the Leafs' most dangerous so far. Going to work. Kasha, maybe their most dangerous player. Going to work. Looking no worse for wear after that big hit from Zadorov. He's looked fantastic so far. Oh! Knocks again.
They'll call it holding, I think.
And are we going to get a penalty there? I think we are.
Well, that's what Garland has to do to be effective.
Brody going to the box, not happy about it.
Guy who's got a little bit of his swagger back. He gets inside, and once Brody
as he takes down Connor Garland.
Stopped his feet from moving, got
supposedly on the trade block.
Garland continued onto the net and drew the penalty.
He just got there.
Second power play of the game for the Canucks. They're 1-for-1. Got the goal
from Arizona in the Ekman-Larson deal. Canucks go back to the power play. Here we go. 3:05 to go in the first. 2 minutes to go in the penalty kill for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Not good.
But Marner was able to poke the puck out. And the Canucks will have to start from their own zone.
And a pretty key penalty killer in the box, too, again.
Muzzin and Hall, the defenseman.
Brody, much more so than Engvall.
Brock Besser sends one across to Miller.
Canucks looking to set up here.
And Hall makes a nice play here.
You know what? I think that was a pretty fortunate decision there for the Leafs. The Canucks had time.
He knew he had the support in the middle with,
and I'm not sure why they made that pass.
No-look pass. He knew he had support there and able to kill a good 15-20 seconds off.
Just a reminder, Emily Agard's going to be joining us partway through the first intermission. And she's going to be with us for all of the second.
This Leaf penalty kill has been one of the reasons
and
why they've
also on the Sportsnet Watch a
a
Leafs Game with Steve Dangle after show on the Sportsnet Instagram page channel. Page channel. I say channel. I know it's wrong. Oh my God. Oh, Timothy Budd. Oh, they clear the zone at very least as Riley dumps it.
Toronto gets fresh legs out there with 35 seconds to go on the power play. Tyler Myers to Tanner Pearson. Now Garland, who drew the penalty, sends the puck in.
You know, the good thing about this game is, win or lose, Luke Schenn can just hop on the Leafs plane. Like, you know?
Back for Myers.
He's already got all his stuff there. Maybe he left some stuff in Toronto. Canucks put it on, fanned.
pass intercepted.
As the Leafs clear it and kill this one off. Thank goodness. Maybe they can take a little bit of positivity into the intermission. Still a minute to play, though. So let's maybe not get ahead of ourselves. Peter Mrazek lays the puck. His 4-game win streak on the line. Matthews with the hold. They got a juiced line out there. Matthews, Tavares, Nylander. The Canucks perfectly content to grind it out along the boards, and they get it out.
And now Nylander dumps one in wide of the Vancouver goal. Hamonic around. Mott chops at the puck, kept in by Sandin.
This is interesting. Oh, nothing going right for the Leafs tonight. As that puck skates by Nylander. They got 10 seconds to work with. Matthews on. Stop by Demko. Rebound. Oh my goodness, no way! Ah! Oh! Oh! We're going to get a replay of that? That was right off the post. Oh my God. Watch this. Oh! Who was that, Brody? Oh! Oh, man. Man! Hockey night in Canada. Well, Leafs head to first intermission. Down a pair of goals. We've seen it happen to them before. We've seen them overcome it before. And hopefully that's what we get to see tonight here on Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all your friends. We're going to take a quick break. But before that, or during that break, I should say, we're going to watch a little piece about the Super Bowl by Emily Agard. And then after that, we're going to be joined by Emily Agard. So enjoy, and we'll see you in a minute.
What would you say is the most iconic event on the sports calendar? Is it A, the NBA All-Star Game, B, the Super Bowl, C, the Masters, or D, the NHL All-Star Game? Well, if you answered B, the Super Bowl, you are correct. And for everyone who didn't answer the Super Bowl, well, I'm going to hit you with some facts that maybe you didn't know. Let's go. First and foremost, the name Super Bowl. If you've ever wondered where it came from, well, I'm here to let you know that it was inspired by a 1960s child's toy. Yes, that is correct.
Toy.
Yeah, toy!
Names like Big One and Pro Ball were suggested before the NFL settled on AFL-NFL World Championship game, which, you know, was great and all, but it never really hit.
We need something stronger.
Cue Lamar Hunt, the owner of the Chiefs and a founding member of the AFL at the time. Right before going into a league meeting one day, Lamar noticed his kids having fun with a toy called Whammo Super Balls.
Whammy!
Apparently, the name Super Bowl popped into his head from that very moment, and the rest is history. Whammo! All right, here's something I personally did not know. Super Bowl halftime performers do not get paid.
I'm sorry, what?
NFL covers expenses and production costs of the artist, but they don't actually receive compensation. Which brings me to the question of, why would the world's biggest artists like Gaga, The Weeknd, Katy Perry, Eminem, Dre, and so on, why would they agree to this? Well, it's the obvious answer you're thinking of, and it's exposure. Performing on one of the world's most televised stages means increased music searches, aka increased music sales.
I love it, especially the money.
To give you an example of that, Justin Timberlake's 2018 halftime performance resulted in his music sales rising 534%! Like that same day. And speaking of halftime performances, it's had some very humble beginnings.
Put your hands together for the Bikini Bottom Super Band!
The very first Super Bowl halftime show featured the Three Stooges, a university marching band, 300 pigeons, and 2 guys flying around on jetpacks. Little different from the superstar lineups we see today, right? I mean, 2 guys flying around on jetpacks, I can do that. Sounds like a party. 300 pigeons? Yeah, that's a hard pass.
I don't like that.
It wasn't up until the 90s that halftime shows were made up of marching bands, drill teams, and jazz tribute groups. And as for the first ever big halftime act to perform at the Super Bowl, well, that happened in 1991, and it just so happened to be my boys, New Kids on the Block. Oh, 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 oh. Love me some Donnie Wahlberg. So we all know how crazy expensive game day tickets can be nowadays, anywhere from $6K to $40K a pop. But a ticket to the very first Super Bowl in 1967? Yeah, try $12 whole. And what's crazy is that this is the only Super Bowl to have never sold out. Like, there were over 32,000 empty seats, and fans complained about the high ticket prices, while others just weren't interested.
I don't care if you play football.
My, how the times have changed. And since we're on the subject of the first Super Bowl, there was no real footage of the first big game because, get this, it got taped over by soap operas. Super Bowl I was considered the lost game for the longest time until 2016, when the NFL released a statement saying that NFL Films was able to locate all the plays from a bunch of different sources. Which, yeah, that is awesome, right? Well, this footage finally aired on January 16th, 2016, but many fans were pretty angry with the outcome because they expected to see the actual televised broadcast of the game, and instead only got certain clips of the game with a whole lot of commentary from analysts. Listen, there was a whole lot of drama happening on General Hospital in 1967. Super Bowl Sunday is the second largest food consumption day following Thanksgiving, and while this fact isn't all that shocking, what is the amount of avocado eaten on this day.
Get to Del Taco, they got a new thing called free shavacadoo.
I'm talking 13.2 million pounds of avocado. That is approximately 26 million individual avocados, which in turn is 8 million pounds of guac. Like, are you kidding me? And you know what else thrives on this day? Chicken wings. It's estimated that 1.42 billion chicken wings will be consumed on Super Bowl Sunday.
It's fried chicken. I like fried chicken.
And to put that into perspective, 1.42 billion chicken wings could circle the circumference of the Earth 3 times.
Look at all those chickens.
Fun fact, antacid sales usually spike by 20% the Monday after the Super Bowl. That is a lot of digestive distress happening across North America in a single day. Sometimes the host cities have to get creative with their accommodations. One that specifically comes to mind? Good old Super Bowl 39 in Jacksonville, Florida. Yeah. The city did not have enough hotel space, so they recruited 5 docked cruise ships to serve as floating hotels for the event.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Which, I mean, that could be really, really fun when you think about it. The NFL required cities to have more than 17,000 hotel rooms to submit a bid, and Jacksonville fell short. So the solution was for the city to spend $11.7 million to book the ships to accommodate roughly 6,400 people for the weekend. If you're a bettor, you'll appreciate this one. The largest bet ever placed on the game was $3.46 million. A 69-year-old retailer from Texas, Mattress Mac, who I know a ton of you diehard bettors already know, placed a $3.46 million bet in 2021. He actually had to fly out to Colorado Springs to place the bet since sports betting isn't allowed in Texas. He bet on the Bucks, and the wager was that the team would either win or not lose by any more than 3 points.
Shut up and take my money.
Hello, I like money.
Money fight.
Well, the Bucks definitely won that year, and so did our boy Mattress Mac, bringing home over $6 million. Did you know that Wilson produces roughly 700,000 regulated footballs for the NFL each year?
Well done!
For the Super Bowl, each team is shipped 108 balls within 24 hours of the championship game. That's 54 for practice and 54 for the game. But it's not as simple as that. The entire process of handling Super Bowl balls is pretty strict. Before the game begins, the footballs have to be presented to officials and then inspected for things like proper dimensions, air pressure, and other general protocol. They're then given to ball attendants who will bring them out to the field.
And finally, what would this list be without a couple Super Bowl commercial facts?
Let you go get a Big Mac.
For those who think young.
On average, there are about 70 TV commercials that make up 45 minutes of commercial time during the game. While commercial spots that run during the game cost about $5.5 million for 30 seconds, a digital ad will cost roughly $300,000. And if you're wondering what the most expensive commercial has been in the event's history, it's a 90-second spot from Google and Amazon promoting their competing virtual assistants, Alexa and Google Assistants, all at a low cost of $16.8 million.
Were any of these facts surprising to you? I know they were for me. Thank you for watching. My name is Emily Agard, and make sure you subscribe and stay tuned for more 10 facts coming your way soon.
What? This isn't the after show.
It certainly is not.
Welcome back to Watch the Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. We have Emily Agard with us. Hey!
I'm back. I'm so happy to be back. I don't know why you invited me back, but thank you so much.
Oh, me neither. But you know, I enjoy you. I enjoy it. That's why you're back. And we're gonna have a great after show where we talk about our second consecutive big leagues comeback.
Correct. It better be. Steve, okay, I need to tell you about the dream that I had last night. The insane dream. I know. Really quickly. So I'm assuming it's because I knew I was going to be doing this with you today. I had a dream that the Leafs killed the Canucks, and I haven't watched the previous Leafs game. I missed the last two Leafs games. So I woke up, I had that dream, and it was like, the way I remembered it was like an instant replay when you see the highlights. That's what I remember. And so I woke up and I started making bets. And so I made 7 bets on this game. And I won't tell you what the bets are, but I'll tell you in our after show.
Okay, I want to know if you did well. Was there a bet, because I had a friend who made this bet, was one of the bets, will there be a goal in the first 9 minutes?
No.
I made my friend some money tonight because he asked me.
Okay.
And I said absolutely yes, and unfortunately I was right.
For anytime goal scorers, what you're saying?
Anytime goal scorer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I tend to only bet on the Leafs specifically. Like if I'm doing anytime goal scorer, it'll only be on the Leafs. But perhaps I should start exploring the other option, maybe. Maybe. We'll see.
So, ignoring the Leafs' abysmal 2-0 start in the first period against the Vancouver Canucks, I want to focus on the positive because we just saw some. You've been making some excellent content recently. Before we get to the Super Bowl, I need to know Which mascot cupcake, in your opinion, was the best? Was it Gritty, Carlton the Bear, or Victor E. Green?
I feel like I'm doing Carlton so dirty, but I really enjoyed making Gritty. Gritty was so fun to make.
So that was on TikTok.
It was on TikTok, on Instagram as well. Yeah.
Yeah, plug it. How do people find you?
I mean, it's on my Instagram at Emily Agard, and I believe Sportsnet shared it as well. I know they shared the Super Bowl one that I did, but yeah, I would say Gritty for the cupcake one. I'm sorry, Carl. I love Carlton, as you can see, the newest addition to my bookshelf.
That's a good one.
I know. He's so cute.
And an old one too, because he's got the old logo.
Yeah. Old school Carlton.
I'm jelly. I do have a Carlton, but it's been broke. So it's just sort of lying there like lopsided, and I pretend like it's not broken.
I've got the Carlton that used to fight back in the day.
I know which one. I know which one you're talking about. One of the most athletic mascots I think I've ever seen. I don't know if you had much interaction with them. Duke the dog for the Toronto Marlies.
For the Marlies, yes. I remember I did a piece with them a couple of years ago, and that was fun. He was doing backflips and stuff.
That dude backflips, but also he would hang off the glass from his knees. Like he would hook his leg around the glass and just hang upside down, but he can somehow not lose his head.
I was going to ask, how does his head not fall off?
Because he's a real dog.
That's right. Correct. Absolutely. How dare I disrespect?
So I did a foolish thing.
And what is that?
Producer Drew suckered me into being a part of his Super Bowl pool.
Okay.
Now, I actually think I got a good shot. Here's why. I don't know anything about football. Like, nothing. Hey, we're back. Tech stuff. So, I was talking about joining producer Drew's stupid Super Bowl poll, and I know nothing about football, and you said you're not far behind.
I'm not far behind you there. I am going to be watching the Super Bowl mainly for the halftime show. Dre and Eminem and Mary J. Blige. Is this going to be one of the best Super Bowl halftime shows?
It's going to be pretty good. There was a bet. So this is the thing. Drew said because there were 20 questions in the pool that you had to answer. Who's going to get X amount of passing yards, going to get sacked, and who's it going to be, and stuff like that. But there was also who is going to come on first at the halftime show. Will it be multiple artists? What's the over/under for songs? He said he took an hour to answer these, which means he took 3 minutes per question.
He thought about it.
I don't know if I hit 3 minutes total. I just went click, 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 click.
Producer Drew doesn't play. We should all know this by now. He don't play. Don't play around.
He's deranged. Like he don't play and there's deranged. Like here's my thinking. I like the Bengals because Joe Burrow is like he smokes cigars and dresses ridiculous. He's got a body like a bag of milk, which I can relate to, and he might just win the Super Bowl. I love it.
Yeah. He's going to be doing a lot of running tomorrow.
He's like if Phil Kessel had swag.
I like that.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited. Do you have any plans for the Super Bowl? And what is happening here? Oh.
No, we're going to keep it low-key because we have a toddler, and you go to bed when the Super Bowl starts, generally speaking, and yeah, you don't want to be out of the house for bedtime. Bedtime is it's a sacred routine.
We're chilling. We're just chilling tomorrow then and watching the game. You know, I would really like to see Wayne Simmons get a goal tonight, just for his new baby. Bring that dad energy. You know?
I wrote an article for Sportsnet years ago where I highlighted the best dad strength moments.
Oh yeah?
It was guys who the game after becoming a dad or having a kid. Wayne Simmons already has a child and he has a new daughter now. But it's the game after. And it's astonishing how many of them scored goals. Like, we're talking guys who hadn't scored in months.
Right. It's the dad energy. It's a new motivation, I'm telling you. Who believes our dads right now? It's so
Simmons,
yeah,
Spezza. It's actually not a lot now that you mention it. I believe Muzzin.
Yes, Muzzin has kids. Yeah, I remember from that documentary. Yep.
That's right. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking back to as well.
The FaceTime.
JT.
Yep.
Oh boy, Sandine taking in hard there.
Yikes.
That guy takes bumps. Honestly, I think that might be it. Oh, I was wondering what happened. So we can't hear the commentary, obviously. So we're going to have to tap dance a little bit there, Emily.
Yeah.
Oh, here, we're going to throw it a break while they try to fix the glass. Watch the Leafs game with Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. We'll be right back. Well, so nothing going right tonight. So the glass is broken in Vancouver. So they're going to be fixing that. And we have some audio issues to fix because technology is mad at Emily. So we're going to have to let you go. But
Womp, womp, womp.
I know it's sad, but you'll be with us for the after show on Sportsnet's Instagram after the game. So, Emily, thanks for joining us, even though it was fleeting.
Dropped by for a hot second. Thank you so much for having me, and I'll see you after the game, Steve.
Bye, Em.
Bye.
Miss you.
The Canucks should probably keep him.
Well, here we go. Luke Shen,
he knows what he does well.
Leaf legend and future Leaf, laughing at, I think, what he did. Who hit Whomst? Oh, he's got a nasty shiner. I think from that fight the other day. So, by the way, Luke Shen's story. You see that bump on the bridge of his nose? I don't know if he's had work done on that, but when he was a Leaf, that thing bled all the time. Oh, as we get back to action. So the bridge of Luke Shen's nose bled all the time. I remember when he was a Leaf. Reason for that, I remember hearing, I think from him, because I interviewed him a few times, is he got a bad stitch job in the WHL in Kelowna. Marner without a stick right now. And he gets it back.
GT Miller on the left wing. Horvat in front. Tipped it just wide. And the give and go with Miller. Leafs tip the puck free to Marner. And he gets it ahead. Riley didn't see it coming. Now he finds the puck pass. Went off the stick of Matthews. And Brock Besser on the back check, able to backhand the puck out.
Leafs down 2-0 here early in the second. Wouldn't be the first comeback that they've had on Watch the Leafs game with Steve Dangle.
Game center shoots the puck in. Demko out of his net. Missed it. Spencer trying to come up with the puck. Engvall's there as well. Pierre Engvall being checked by Kyle Burrows, who took him to the ice. Pedersen digs the puck free, makes a move, and is able to work it to Travis Hammond. Up the right wing, Niels Höglander.
Not breaking out.
Sandin has him lined up.
By the way, I want to pull up a tweet because I think it's very significant. Oh, boy.
That went off Liljegren, I think, and wide of the goal. Engvall passes to Simmons. Now Liljegren joining the fun.
Are the Leafs offside here? Apparently not.
Puck loose in the corner. Winds up on the stick of Vasily Podkolzin, who backhands one ahead. Chance for a 2-on-1, but Pedersen couldn't take that one cleanly off the boards. Following up his Podkolzin to send the puck in and start a Vancouver change. Nearing the 4-minute mark. Second period. Canucks leading Toronto 2-0. Here's a turnover at the blue line.
Man,
and the pass
nothing going right for these guys.
Chiasson gets to the loose puck. Here's Tyler Mott putting one in front. That deflects to Andre Kasha.
But there's Kasha, the hardest working player in this game, on the Leafs end of things. I gotta tell you, I'm talking about him like he's already a Leaf. I love Luke Shen's game tonight.
So Hunt was able to just stay back and take the other outlet.
Leafs move back in, get the puck to the blue line. Hall with a long shot. Demko had trouble with it.
Oh, bobbled.
Swatted aside with his goal stick. Mikheyev battles for the puck. Chiasson able to move it out to center.
The Leafs shutdown line might be their biggest offensive weapon in this game.
That was the first shot of the period for either team. And it gave Demko some trouble from well out. Mrazek out of his net, dumps one around. Tavares ahead to Kerfoot. One hand.
Kerfoot breaking in. I was saying earlier in the stream, I was saying in the first period, this second line has got to get going. They got to get going. Because when they look dangerous, teams zero in on Matthews and Marner, who have been so hot, and all of a sudden you're relying on David Kampf for defense, or for offense, I should say. And the Canucks break out again. Oh boy! Canucks with a really good chance to score there.
As the defensive play was made, but almost propelled the puck into the net.
Well, just that quick little turnover.
Hit from Myers.
That big body of Myers was already turning up, so he was skating downhill, so to speak. And
Leafs are having a very unfun road trip right now.
Canucks are almost 10 minutes of playing time without a shot on goal. Miller.
And the schedule is not going to get easier, so winning as many games as possible would be super duper.
6 minutes into the second period.
Leafs playing basically every Thursday, Saturday. Forever. I was filling up my calendar the other day. For at least a month and a half. I think they have one Saturday off and one Thursday off.
Works his way back to the blue line. Now pass one across.
Oh! Oh, that was nice. Justin Hall with a scoring opportunity. We'll be talking about him in a moment. Mitch Marner gets the puck. First line buzzing.
Marner to the blue line. Hall shoots, missed the net again.
Leafs put it on. Dangle looking for it.
That was blocked by Kyle Burrows.
Good keep from Marner. He's been a man possessed lately. Oh! Oh, Matthews with the entire net to look at. He's not going to miss that very often. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Yep.
Marner's arguing it was a dive. You can see him motioning. He thought it was a dive, but Mitch Marner's going off for
Marner not liking it.
Hall's getting the penalty. Marner, who was doing the complaining.
Justin Hall heads to the box.
What a long sequence of good pressure and chances and cycle.
Let's take a look and then I'll read the tweet. Probably as good a time as any as he almost scores there. Almost looked like the Tyson Barrie goal that tied it up against Carolina in the 8-6 game. Matthews with the Leafs' best chance of the game.
Forced him to go higher than he wanted, and when the puck went the other way, there's the play on the legs. Hall was tired at the end of the shift.
Oh, I thought that was a bit accidental for Hall. Here's a tweet from Justin Bourne, my coworker here at Sportsnet, and former Toronto Marlies employee who I believe worked with Justin Hall. He was their video coach. He said, I mean, you got to put Hall in the press box for at least a bit, if not the AHL. Something's just not right with him. Those are harsh words from a guy who I think knows him, or at least has worked with him. The AHL is wild. I don't know if that's going to happen.
Myers brings the puck ahead.
If the Canucks score here on this power play, voices like that are only going to get louder.
Minute 25 to go in the Vancouver power play. 7.5 minutes into the second period as Myers feeds Pearson. Hunt couldn't take that one off his skate.
The other thing, I mean, you saw Marner sticking up for Hall there when he took the penalty. That's not just a player sticking up for their teammate. Those guys are like best friends, which I didn't know. Ilya Mikheyev with an opportunity there. At Leafs Media Day, which I got to go to this year, I asked all the players, you know, some of your typical media day questions. You know, who's got the biggest bromance on the team? And I don't know what I expected. There were a lot of Nylander Sandins. But I was surprised by how many Marner Halls I heard. I heard more Marner Hall romances than Sandy Nylander. What move by Kasha? Just loses the handle. This is a good kill. Good kill. Gotta love that player.
Here's Mikheyev. Had that great chance a moment ago. Knocked to his knees.
This is the thing, like, I'm not jacked about the way things are going for the Leafs tonight, and I wasn't jacked about the way that they played against Calgary. But there's so much to like about this team. There really is. They're a team worth believing in, and they're a team worth investing in. Hall, opportunity right out of the box! Engvall can't come up with it! Riley! Blocked. Hall playing forward right now. Maybe something they should try going forward. It's a shame. The Leafs had pressure there, but they were also looking to not have three defensemen on the ice, which is perfectly understandable. And also you want to get Matthews out there.
Here's Matthews. Canucks need a change. JT Miller's been out there almost 2 minutes. Here's a chance in front. Riley on the backhand. Still with the puck. Morgan Riley to the side of the net. And Lamico got his stick on that pass.
We're about halfway through regulation now, and the Leafs are pressing. They are looking a little bit better.
And allow JT Miller to get to the Vancouver bench. Mikheyev had a great chance, shorthanded.
I think they're going to show this Mikheyev chance right here.
For the Maple Leafs, there's just enough of a
just stopped enough by that.
As Hall came out of the box, tried to get it to Engvall, but a slide across.
What a goalie, man. What a goalie.
Again to force a quick shot as Demko able to hold on. Miller was over 2 minutes there, so yeah, that's a big play for the goaltender to absorb that.
Good for him.
Complete change.
There were whispers, after his Herculean performance against the Vegas Golden Knights in the bubble. He's a flash in the pan. No, man. This guy's a real deal. That's a good goalie. Really good goaltender. Gives him a chance to win every single night. Not easy at all to replace Jake Markstrom, especially the way he played at the end of his Canucks tenure. And he's been fantastic for Calgary too. But Demko really doing a good job holding the fort in Vancouver.
That was the second shot of the game for Austin Matthews, but he's had 8 shot attempts.
Will they find success this year?
Including that 93.
They got a lot of teams to leapfrog. Going forward, oh yeah, they're fine. They don't have to worry about the net.
Here's a pass back. Sandin at the blue line, long wrist shot that missed the net. Not sure Demko.
The Leafs have to worry about hitting it because they are down 2-0 here on Watch a Leafs Game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Great.
Sandin in the left point. Pass was out of the reach of Liljegren, but he hustles to the puck, slams it wide of the goal. Kerfoot works it free to the side. Nylander back to Liljegren.
Good pressure here, though.
Deflected over top of the goal.
Oh!
Kerfoot positions himself to protect the puck at the side of the net. Lamico's on him.
Leafs are looking for rebounds. They weren't there in the first. They're starting to be there now, but the Canucks doing a decent job of clearing the front of the net.
Chase on there. Looked like it might have been a hand pass from Chase on to Lamico, but play continues and both teams finish their change. 9 minutes left in the second. 2-0 Canucks. Both goals came in the first period. JT Miller and Brock Besser on a Vancouver power play. Here's Muzzin ahead to Spezza. Pass to the middle, nobody there. Now Engvall fights to get the puck back, but the Canucks are able to move it out to center. Hall dumps it back in, and Demko cuts the puck off behind the goal.
Pace picking up a little bit here.
Podkolzin to Pettersson. Nice pass to Höglander. Nils Höglander buying time as the waits for the reinforcements to arrive. Podkolzin to Pettersson. Shoots. And a weak one.
Stop by Mrazek.
Checked as he let it go. Mrazek able to steer the puck to the corner. Höglander tried to get to Podkolzin, who throws a check on Justin Hall. Here's Wayne Simmons with the puck. Gets to center and backhands it to the far corner. Engvall in. Takes the minute. Leafs got the puck through it on.
Question from Hugh. Uh-oh. Brock Besser.
Brody got his stick on that one to deflect it off the target.
That was a bad angle shot by Spezza trying to catch Demko, maybe not.
91.5 miles an hour. I love that. I promise I'm not just sucking up to my employer. I love that they put that stuff on screen.
JT Miller forced behind the goal by Kasha, but he gets the puck to the blue line. Here's
Hugh asked why is Hall playing instead of Dermott. Hall's actually generally, I think, been better recently. Uh-oh, what happened around? I think Hall's been better recently, I really do. And we'll continue this conversation after this little break. Don't go away. Welcome back. Watch the Leafs game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. A phrase that I have saved to muscle memory. Your tongue is a muscle. It's true. Hugh, before we went to break, asked, why is Hall playing instead of Dermott? Man, I actually think as of late, Hall had been playing better. And I'll definitely admit he was super not good for most of the season. Prior to this week, I would have argued he was playing his best hockey. Man, he's not having a good night.
Leafs get their second power
Also,
play of the game.
we're acting like Dermott's been amazing. And he really has not.
Here's Matthews. Morgan Riley.
I do like it more on the right than the left, so maybe it's something worth looking at. Leafs did try that earlier this season. So the Leafs on their second power play of the game. First one wasn't that great. They're the best power play of the game. Whoa! And there was a goal.
Set up by John Tavares. And the Leafs on the power play have cut the
The best power play in the National Hockey League, scored against the worst penalty kill for failing in the first attempt. That guy wanted you to see his face. Matthews.
But on his
His
strong
first
side, look at how low
chip.
Tavares got. He got inside on Miller. Now you get the
I'll
setup.
take your word
and
for
then
it.
coming out of the corner, a good play
This is the
on
best
that
they've looked
quick save,
all
but
night.
watch Tavares. He
Nylander.
looks for a second like he's going to go.
What
for
a
on Demko.
patient play
Demko
by
has to react, but he
Tavares.
knows he has the threat. Watch
Watch
Matthews
this.
just open himself up, gets it up and
Man.
over the sprawling pad, and there's the reaction.
How many players in
Not
this
quite
league
home
shoot
ice,
that?
but you know there's always
How
make-believe
many
fans
players
here.
in this league just
And the
panic
power
and
play
try
that's
to
been the
whack
best
it
all year
in the direction
strikes
of
to make this
vaguely
a
in the
2-1
direction of the
Rookie
net?
number 7. His point streaks up to
Just hold
7
on to it.
games. Got
Keep
7
Matthews.
goals and 7 assists in
Leafs.
that run.
With
And
Matthews'
Austin
32nd goal
pots
of
his
the season
32nd
have
of the
life.
season on the power play to make it a 2-1 game.
What did I say earlier?
Now the fans are going to get into
Yeah, it's a power
Matthews
play
steals
goal.
the
It's a little
puck to the
different.
crease.
Whoa!
Riley takes it off the
Power
boards.
play is a little different, but
Riley to
Nylander
the
and
slot,
Tavares
swing and a miss for
sitting
Matthews.
on
Brody at the
Matthews'
line.
goal.
Here's
Those
Marner.
who have got
His
to go
pass
up,
off his stick. Matthews keeps the
and
puck.
right there they did.
Austin Matthews
Leafs
long
now
shot
within
off the
one.
pad of Demko. Bunting couldn't put the
Out
rebound
shooting
on.
the Canucks
Here comes the chance for
21-14.
2-on-1. Horvat with Besser. Bo
One
Horvat
here for the
shoots.
Canucks.
Might have gone off the
Stop
pass.
him,
Now
Mrazek. Big
Ekman
rebound.
Larsson robbed by
Up by
Mrazek.
Mrazek again, and
Sliding
he
to his
gobbles
right.
it up.
Recovered after making the first save to come across and
We
take
are
one
not
away
worthy,
from
says the fan in the
Yeah, I
corner.
mentioned in the first period, you know, the 2 early goals
It's
against,
all of a
but you know
sudden a
Mrazek's
game
gonna
where
have to
it
make a
looks
few
like
on
it might
a
be getting away from the
2-on-1,
Leafs
but
here.
Oliver Ekman-Larsson just came from way back. He was making the play in the defensive zone. He followed it up. The rebound was there, but Mrazek did an excellent
now within
job
one
moving
goal.
laterally to his right, closing his pads together and able to gobble that one up if Ekman-Larsson walked right into a hard shot.
Hall gets the puck ahead and outside the blue line. Picked up by Jason Dickinson, who turns and plays it back into Toronto territory. Muzzin. Checked by Garland as he tried to move the puck ahead. Now another chance, and Mikheyev sends one across for Hall.
Let's go get
On
that.
the right wing
Fajitas
for
or
Cashew,
tacos?
skates onto the puck. Puts
Oh,
one in
man.
front, gets through to David Camp. Back to Hall. Long wrist shot off the glove of Demko and wide of the goal.
Oh, Leafs with a good
Dickinson
opportunity
gets the
there.
loose puck,
Yes,
slides
tacos.
across to Garland. Connor Garland dumps one ahead for Pearson to go
But the
after. We're under
problem
6 minutes now
is there's
remaining in the second.
no.
Canucks leading Toronto 2-1. Hall
That goes for most food.
for Mikheyev.
I mean, look at me.
Wide on Shen, who put his stick into his skates, and there'll be another Vancouver.
That's the
goal.
thing about having no
Luke
chin,
Shen is gonna head off for
is if you have a double chin, you just have a chin. The Leafs heading to the power play again.
Goal to get on the board. And now Shen will
Shen.
sit for 2, he hopes, in Vancouver.
Taking a penalty against his future and former team. Leafs head to the power play after just scoring on it. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Let's get to some more of your questions here on Watch a Leafs game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends. Jacob says, does Matthews pull off the rocket again? Well, let's look. My answer is automatically, by the way. There's a few X factors. So, Leon Draisaitl leads with 33. Carl's 3. Matthews says 31 on the NHL website. He's now at 32. We know that. And Ovechkin is the next closest. a 29. To me, I don't think Kreider wins it. I was going to say he'll fall out of the race. That's not true. He'll be there. But this is like far and away the most ridiculous goal scoring pace of his career. Matthews does this. Draisaitl does this. So to me, it's a 2-horse race, and Ovechkin, because what are you, an idiot? Why would you ever rule him out? And by the way, to defend myself with Kreider, I want to see what his career high in goals is, because he's at 33 right now. Bringing up Hockey DB, that's a lie. This is Kreider's career high. This is his first 30-goal season. He's scored at a 30-goal pace before. Throw that out there. He's missed a lot of time with injuries. He's had a lot of injuries in his career. That's the dumbest I've ever heard. Oh my God. His career high in points is 53. And he's hitting 47. He hit over 50 points twice. Oh my God. Anyway, Matthews going to win the Rocket. All right. Lose the zone. But they're on the power play with an opportunity to tie the game after being down 2-0. On their most recent power play.
Penalty killers collapsed as well and outmanned them there, and we're able to turn it back.
Tavares in, throws on the brakes, passes back to Riley. Now Matthews tees one up for Marner. Nice move through the legs. Lost his balance. Riley gets the puck.
I don't think we're going to call that.
Richard.
Marner rips it. Leafs maintain possession though.
40 seconds.
20.
Toronto power play. Matthews.
Nylander looking for space.
Saucers one back to Morgan Riley. Long wrist shot. Demko fought it off. Rebound. Shot on goal. Demko the
Leafs jamming away at it. Rebound. Galore.
The Leafs had a couple of whacks at that one, but couldn't get it to go.
Are the Leafs going to go to their second unit here halfway through? It was a really good look at the first.
You see Myers down, taking away anything from Tavares to Marner. Now you got a loose puck, not once but twice, and Demko just making sure he's down below, trying to keep that paddle down, the pads together. Not really much of a room there. Made one save on it, and then the battle, he was able to find that loose puck in traffic.
Leafs control off the draw. Second unit out for Toronto. Spezza to Bunting.
I don't know what's gotten into him, man.
Now Spezza feeds the blue line. Sandin near side McKay.
I love it. Leafs second power play.
Behind the goal to Michael Bunting. Feeds
on the ice with a lot of time to work.
Takes a look, lets one go, he scores!
Hey! Spezza loves to shoot it, and I think Kasha piece, based on his celebration, the Leafs down 2-0 with a pair. Back-to-back power play goals, which in double agent, I'm telling you. Leafs tie it up 2-0. 2-2 because number 2's in the box.
Now there's a little bit of a lane, and there's just an excellent shot pass.
Unreal tip. Spezza loves the cut from that spot on the power play. And just like a borderline lazy tip.
He's probably going to be able to make the pad save, but
I love
adjustment
it.
there. Two power play goals have tied this one
Big
up,
Selly.
That's something that's going to be
Glad
really
to see
important
Katcha
for the
get
best
rewarded.
power
Not
play
only did
to
he get
have
squished
that
like a
second
bug
unit
last game,
also contribute
as he had a lap with
really
Nylander on the bench. He's at times looks like the Leafs path forward tonight. Certainly apologize.
Matthews, Kasha, goals with the man advantage. Toronto's 2 for 3.
As the Leafs have a makeshift third line out here right now.
4 minutes to go in the second.
What do you even call this? This is a post-power play line. Engvall, Kerfoot, Comp. 3 guys for 3 different lines. Unless Keefe's trying to something different. I don't think he is, though. Leafs taking out here. Sandin in the rush. He gets taken down. He's kind of been all over the place tonight. In a mostly good way.
Here's Matthews back onto the ice. Muzzin takes his pass.
Be nice to see Hall get one.
Matthews, nice move and a wrist shot.
Or even a point.
ends up bouncing past Bunting and down.
Koch's ninth goal of the season. Feels like an eternity since his last goal. I think he was 8. And then injuries and COVID and shutdown. And he had a lot of momentum going. That could have been bad, but here's an opportunity. Oh, I think that might have been a stop by Demko. Marner again. Just a demon. An actual, tip in front again. Leafs getting was doing success all season long. Traffic in front of the net.
And he brings the puck out for Vancouver.
Easier to pull off on the power play, obviously. That was an example of them doing it at even strength. Shots this period, 17-5 for the Leafs. Granted, score effect probably playing a part there. Engvall has a chance. Score effect's definitely playing a part there.
Often a bad power play could be a momentum killer. Instead, here 2 power play goals have really upped the momentum for the Leafs. They've got their legs finally now.
Didn't I tell you? Guys, this isn't a regular game. Let's watch the Leafs game with Steve Dangle. It's Saturday night. We'll pick it up. Especially since I'm going to say like December 1st. Look up what has happened Saturday nights this season. Actually, I've watched the Leafs game with Steve Dangle. They've been ridiculous. Blowing leads, winning. Blowing leads, losing. Huge comebacks. This is the second consecutive Saturday with a multi-goal comeback for the Leafs as the Canucks score and retake the lead. Lamco, I think, got it. That's a killer on the rebound. 90 seconds to go in the second period. After such a good little comeback there, Marner stopped by Dangle. That was a couple minutes ago now. Canucks take advantage of a little over there. That's a pretty big rebound, but just a really easy path to the net for Lamco. Boy, that's not good enough, man. It's not good enough. Just a great team, the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're a team worth holding to a higher standard in front of their net. On the defensive side of the puck, they're not good enough. They can score the way out of a lot of problems. They've already done that tonight. We'll see if we can do it again.
Nylander was on the ice and frustrated about
I think that was that Nylander with the turnover in the neutral zone there.
There's an example of the size and tall, how Demko is difficult to beat.
Tavares got the feathers this season.
There
I like
by
it.
Nylander that almost found its way.
30th shot of the game for the Leafs, who've had 18 here in the second to just 7 for Vancouver. Liljegren moves down, throws one on goal. Demko sliding back to the short side post, able to make the save and hang on to the puck.
Well, we saw the Sport Logic. That was the one area that was the lowest save percentage, that area to the left of Demko, but no cheating across there. I think he was committed to stay tight to the post, and there's a couple of saves to settle things back down after taking the lead.
Minute 8 to go second period.
55th shot attempt.
Tavares has been great on the face-off dot this season. I shouldn't have said that because he lost that one. 1 minute to go. Tying this thing again would be huge. I think demoralizing for the Vancouver Canucks. I'm probably not feeling great about picking up the 2-goal lead, but they head to the third with the lead, and it sort of doesn't sting as much. Sandin has been all over it offensively tonight. Good chance for Tavares.
At the blue line, Nylander.
Boom!
Glove save, Demko.
Glove by Demko. 33.3 seconds to go in the second. Interested to see what Sheldon Keefe throws over the boards for the final 30 of this period. Leafs offensive zone draw with a chance to tie.
Game in Calgary, the Toronto Maple Leafs outshot the Flames 48-26, and here in this second period, they've had plenty of looks in front of Demko, and he was sharp there to make another.
Another face-off
Matthews with the face-off win.
Now Marner puts one on
What?
goal.
Crafty little move! Another offensive zone draw.
For the Toronto Maple Leafs.
You know, so much of the game today is just
Man, Thatcher Demko's got that duct
single
equipment.
team works so effectively.
It just sticks to
another
him.
example of 3 passes and it's right on the net.
Muzzin gets the puck. Myers got a piece of the pass. Now he chips the puck to the near side for Besser, who turns, gets it ahead, and JT Miller is able to backhand it out.
15 seconds to go. Marner turning it over to Bo Horvat. Oh boy, the Canucks with a chance to reach into the lead.
5 seconds to go in the period as Matthews
it out.
skates through center. Let's go with a long shot. Big rebound.
Stop what Matthews is going for there.
That'll do it for period
Didn't work.
number 2. Leafs with a couple of power play goals pulled even, but Lemico has the go-ahead goal. And the Canucks are up
The
by
Toronto
1
Maple
after
Leafs
2
down
periods.
2-0.
Coming up in the Wealthsimple Crypto second intermission.
A pair of power play goals.
Jeff and Elliott
Tie it up.
updates from the
And
HNIC panel.
with a juicy rebound, Lamico puts them back up 3-2. We head into the third period after second intermission, which is right now. So we're getting a quick word. Excellent. Okay. So we're going to a quick break. Do not go away. We're going to have some stuff for you. We're going to be back. Watch the Leafs game. Dangle. Like, click, subscribe. Tell all your friends. Do not go away. You don't want to miss this game.
What would be your ultimate Super Bowl halftime show, like your dream halftime show?
I think we saw it a couple of years ago, J-Lo and Shakira. That brought back some good memories, yeah.
Travis Scott would be pretty sick.
Ooh, that's a good one. Queens, love to see them. Drake, any of the hip-hop guys probably would be really good as well.
Drake.
Dream? I mean, Drake's my favorite artist, so Drake would be a pretty cool one if I was there live. What is it, Too Sexy? That's my jam. That's a banger right there.
Justin Bieber?
I like Justin Bieber a lot, so he's probably my favorite artist.
Dream Super Bowl halftime performance. That's a good question. SpongeBob?
SpongeBob. Wow. Probably a country concert. So probably like Luke Bryan, Old Dominion, Zach Brown Band.
I
think Florida-Georgia line could put on a great show. I think because they have that mix of country music and pop music.
My favorite concerts I've ever been to are like country ones. So Zach Brown, I've seen them like a ton of times, but I'm not sure if you're gonna bring in a country singer to like get everyone fired up.
The Killers. I love the Killers. I think everybody loves Mr. Brightside.
Maybe like the AC/DC, Rolling Stones, something like that.
If they could somehow put like Bruce Springsteen with Fleetwood Mac, incorporate Shaggy and Billy Idol, I think that'd be pretty fun.
I don't know. I actually went to the Super Bowl when Justin Timberlake performed, and it is not nearly as enjoyable in the stands as it is on TV. It's definitely made for TV.
Super Bowl, what's your must-have Super Bowl snack?
Wings. Probably wings, yeah. I'm not much of a sauce guy on my wings. Kind of like crazy people think I don't have sauce. I like kind of like dry.
Always wings. Gotta have wings on Super Bowl Sunday.
What's the flavor on those bad boys?
Whatever you want. I think you gotta have like a traditional, like a medium or a buffalo, you know? And then after that, you can get creative.
I don't stereotype on wings. I like them all.
I think there's a lot of food you have to have. I think you definitely got to have some chips and dip. I think that's essential. I mean, obviously there's foods, but I think if you don't got any chips, it's a tough sell.
Nachos.
Big nacho guy?
Yeah.
Everything, cheese, all that stuff. Like,
Cheese and salsa.
Must-have Super Bowl foods. That would be chicken wings, #1, nachos, #2, and probably some good old-fashioned popcorn.
I'm a big fan of just like a Chex Mix, which is kind of weird. But I like somewhere I can like pick through different things.
I always pick around the pretzels.
I always pick out the pretzels. I like the pretzels.
We'd be a good Super Bowl watching.
Super Bowl predictions.
I'm going with Cincinnati. I think they're going to take it.
I like Cincinnati. Got them in our team pool, so it'll be a nice payday for me and a couple other guys as well.
Gotta go with my Rams, not my Rams, but Matty Stafford. I would love to see him, Lions fan growing up.
I like the Bengals. You might as well just ride with the hot team.
I think I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I kind of want to see Joe Burrow win.
Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow. Joey Burrow.
Now that picture of him after he won the national championship with just him cross-legged having a stogie, I thought that was unreal. Not many guys could pull that off, but yeah, I hope he gets it done.
There's just something about him. He's just so cool, and under pressure and everything, it just don't matter to him.
I think he has that swagger about him, right? That, you know, a lot of fans, a lot of people, our generation probably gravitate towards.
I gotta ask you about the jewels. Are they real?
They're definitely real. I make too much money to have fake ones, so you know, these are real.
I'm a huge Mahomes fan, but yeah, Burrow's a pretty special guy. Ice in his veins for sure.
He's got that type of confidence that you need as a quarterback and the type of clutch player he is.
Everybody, welcome back. Watch a Leafs game with Steve Dangle. I'm Steve Dangle. Click like, click subscribe. Tell all of your friends, all of them. Leafs down 3-2 to the Vancouver Canucks, but it's better than being down 2-0 to the Vancouver Canucks, which they were here. So couple things. Obviously, we're on the digital end of things, but on the TV side of things, some interesting news. According to Elliot Friedman and Jeff Merrick, on the second intermission 2 thought segment, the Leafs are working on moving Nick Ritchie. Cool. And the Vancouver Canucks are interested in acquiring Pavel Zacha from the New Jersey Devils. Rachel Dory used to work in New Jersey. She's now with the Vancouver Canucks. Saw a lot of people on Twitter putting those together. But it's a lot more than that. It's not just interest that matters. You got to actually make it happen. What does that deal look like? If you're the Vancouver Canucks, what are you willing to give up? Connor Garland has been in trade rumors. Garland for Zacha. Where's that at? You know what I mean? What needs to happen to make that work? I'm not saying straight up. I'm saying, what do you need to make that work? Good tweet from Leafs, the Leafs IMO. The Leafs will send Nick Ritchie to the Coyotes, and he will score 2 goals and return to Toronto. This is the way. The Peter Holland special. So, I think we've talked about this in the past, but moving Nick Ritchie is going to be really difficult. You're probably thinking, well, Steve, no kidding. He's not very good. Hasn't done very well. No, it's worse than that, unfortunately. So he signed a 2-year deal, $2.5 million against the cap. Here's the problem: $1.7 million natural cash this year, $3.3 next year. Oh, it's okay. The Leafs can trade him when free agency begins, when they pay his signing bonus. There is no signing bonus. Next year, it's just 3.3. Smackaroos. Americano. What on earth does that trade look like? I know, people in that tweet we just saw, the Coyotes brought up, and the Coyotes are stockpiling draft picks. The Leafs would obviously probably have to send draft picks or some other sort of future to the Coyotes in order to make the deal work. Here's the thing: the Coyotes operate in dead cap. They don't have 3.3 pay this guy. They're about to move into a 5,000-seat arena. It's going to be fewer than 5,000 seats, by the way. Maybe they can afford them because they don't have to pay rent on an NHL quality building. Oh boy. I don't know what happens there. I don't know if you pull that off. We do got questions here. Mr. Rob holding it down. Mike, are the Leafs resting Campbell too much? No. He's been brutal, compared to his usual standard. And Mrazek's on a 4-game point streak. I don't think. Sorry, 4-game win streak. I don't think he's particularly good. That third goal is a ridiculous rebound. Defense is not very good in front of him, but it's a bad rebound. But are the rest of him too much? I think through at least the next month and a half, Campbell's got to get half the net. Seriously. Sharpie, how do you feel about TJ Brody as a player? I'd like him. I mean, he's the best D partner Riley's ever had. I'm not sure I've liked him as much season, or definitely at points during this season. Just feels like teams have had an easier time getting by him, if that makes sense. With Riley obviously cheating to offense because he's good. He's pretty good at it. Bubbles. Hey. If you could, whoop, I hit the microphone. Bubbles, if you could watch a game in any team's arena, which one would you pick? So, okay, I'm going to disqualify the buildings I've been to. So I've been to Buffalo, I've been to Montreal, I've been to Edmonton, I've been to Boston. Where else have I seen an NHL game? I've been to Vancouver twice, but it was for the Olympics and for the draft, so that doesn't count. And Pittsburgh and Nashville. Oh, Nashville was really good. I mean, I would like to see an NHL game in Vancouver. I've seen a game in Ottawa as well. Would be really good. And LA, the Kings seem to have underrated atmosphere. I'd really dig it. Even though we can't hear the broadcast feed, I hear Vancouver's rocking tonight. So, I'm not sure I'm going to be on for the third period. Apparently my audio is not very good. Here, one sec. Okay, so we're going to begin the third period. We're going to begin the third period without me. We're going to try to troubleshoot these audio issues. Hopefully I come back. Worst case scenario, it's been a slice. We've had a lot of fun talking to you. We will have the after show on Sportsnet's Instagram with Emily Agard, who is going to be rejoining me. Hopefully, we'll be talking about another Leafs comeback. I keep saying that. I'm trying to manifest it. Yeah, okay. So the players are taking the ice. I'll fill a little bit more, and then I'll disappear for the beginning of the third, and hopefully I come back. Tech issues. It is what it is. Nobody's fault. We have a bulletproof, amazing crew behind the scenes here at Sportsnet. Sometimes technology doesn't work. Ever try to use electronics and they don't work? And then you say a few swear words? Yeah, it's like that. Except on a bigger scale, and you're all watching, and we're not allowed to swear. See, it's YouTube, so technically I could, but I won't. Dill, what do you think of Boudreau's performance so far? I mean, geez. Demko's had a good game, but, like, the Canucks were pretty porous before Boudreau joined, so for as much as they've improved offensively, I think defensively they look pretty good. And it looks fun to play again. Like, I think we all agreed the Canucks were, for all their flaws, too good to be that bad. So Boudreau, I think the most important thing he's done in Vancouver is gotten the team feeling good about themselves again. Jake, do you see the Leafs doing anything big on trade deadline day? Define big. Ben Sherratt is a name, and I'm just not jacked about it. Shen is a name. It's not exactly a big one. The one I saw floating around a little bit today, Mark Giordano. Could be interesting. So, I'm going to leave for a little bit. We're going to go back to the game. Hopefully I come back. Enjoy. Click like, click subscribe, tell all your friends.
The puck into the Vancouver zone. He comes up with it. Passes back to the blue line. Morgan Rielly with a wrist shot wide of the goal. TJ Brody's in deep. Kerfoot banks one to the blue line to Rielly. Long wrist shot. Reaching out was Demko to punch that one away. Tavares takes a hit in the corner from Dickinson. Here's Kerfoot. Went against the grain with that pass, but it winds up on the stick of Connor Garland. Garland gets to center and slides the puck into the Toronto zone. Pearson into pressure. Brody. And Pearson comes up with the puck. Then he was upended. There'll be a Toronto penalty here. A tripping call, and the Canucks will go to the power play in the opening minute of the third.
Well, you see Brody down. It's Riley coming into the play that actually loses his balance, goes down. There's really nothing at this point he can do as he
2-minute minor penalty for
comes into
tripping.
the pile, knocks his man down, and he's shaking his head, but he was just coming in to make the play, kind of stumbled down on one knee and ended up sliding to take the penalty.
Fourth power play of the game for the Canucks. They're 1 for 3. And Vancouver controls off the draw. Miller checked, and here comes Mitch Marner. Camp is with him as Marner moves in, finds some room, spins, and the puck just slid off his stick. Ekman Larson picks it up deep in his own zone. Marner steals it away. Muzzin shoots. Left pad saved by Thatcher Demko.
You can hear the crowd's reaction to that one as Marner got to the back of the legs, but Ian Walsh was the referee down in that end, and he was blocked out by Demko there. He never even saw what happened, and it almost, well, it ended up with a good scoring chance that Demko was able to make the save.
45 seconds gone in the penalty to Morgan Riley. Horvat to Miller. Sends one across to Besser, and the Canucks are having trouble gaining the zone. They won the faceoff initially, but the Leafs a good job to move the puck out. Now it's brought back in by JT Miller. Puts one across, and the pass intended for Pettersson went by him and down to the Vancouver blue line. Both teams making changes. 45 seconds to go in the Canuck power play. Tyler Myers starts out. Tanner Pearson. Pass. Garland could just reach and poke at it. Now Chason reverses. Pearson missed the puck behind the goal. Brad Hunt's in deep. Leaves for Pearson. Tried to get it in front for Chason, but it's outside the line to center again.
Well, Chason was wide open, wasn't he, for a split second there? The pass just unable to find its target.
Canucks shoot the puck back in. Here's Hunt aggressively in on Hall, who did well to negotiate that and get the puck out. Final few seconds of the power play. Garland in. Connor Garland chips the puck to the middle, trying to skate out it himself, but it's broken up and sent down the ice. So the Canucks are 1 for 4 on the power play, and the only shot in that 2-minute sequence belonged to Toronto. Stays a 1-goal game. Timothy Liljegren pressured by Jason Dickinson, but able to chip the puck around for Pierre Engvall. Engvall for Nylander, tips one through to Demko, and he'll take the whistle for the face-off in the Vancouver zone. Scott.
All right, John, the absence of Quinn Hughes was, and the effects of it, obvious on that power play by the Canucks just now. With the Canucks in desperate need of points, the loss of Hughes to COVID, untimely. He's not going to be available until next week in San Jose. It was over 26 minutes a game in January, minutes that are irreplaceable given how Hughes can take the pressure off in the defensive zone with one precision pass.
Well, the Canucks on their last 3 power plays, after scoring on the first one, have managed just 1 shot. Good busy stick from Nylander there to block a pass. Puck thrown in front. Rebound. Matthews trying to pull it to the backhand, but sprawling was Lamico to get in his way. Here's Brody with room. TJ Brody cutting in. Takes the puck behind the net. Now Matthews after it on the far side. Mott checks in. And Tyler Mott passes to Juho Lamico, who gets to center and shoots the puck in.
That's a big survival shift for the Vancouver Canucks because they weren't able to change because of the long dump in. And what did Sheldon Keefe do? Put Matthews with Nylander and Tavares to try to create something.
Tyler Myers gets the puck to Besser. He plays it to Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat into the Toronto's over the quick shot. Kind of shot mid-stride there, trying to fool Peter Mrazek, who was able to make the save. Sandin comes up with the puck. Dumps it around towards Nylander. Myers moves down for the right point. Miller trying to feed the line. Besser fans. He tried to whip one on goal. Engvall gets the puck, and he brings it ahead in the Vancouver zone. Besser takes control for the Canucks off the glass and out. Miller Across to Ekman-Larsson in full flight. Ball over Ekman-Larsson, drag move and a wrist shot. That went off Liljegren and wide. Here's Engvall trying to get around Podkolzin, who was able to break that up. Vasily Podkolzin to Elias Pettersson. Podkolzin. Höglander, a swing and a miss. Three-way passing play. Höglander couldn't put it home. Burrows in his own zone. Gets the puck to Podkolzin and delays, and now elects to just chip one ahead. Höglander checked by Hall, and Muzzin has the puck. Justin Hall from center rifles the puck into the Vancouver zone. Höglander comes up with it, gets it to Podkolzin. End of his shift, but he didn't gain center, and this will be an icing call against the Canucks. Little mistake there, and the faceoff comes down the ice.
Well, one thing, down by a goal, you know the Leafs D are going to be aggressive, and here's a pinch that if you can make a play along the boards, this is what can happen. A good 2-on-1 rush that the Leafs did a fairly good job of getting back down, and that one, oh man, just between the legs as Höglander unable to find the handle on that one.
Jason Dickinson won that faceoff from Austin Matthews, but the Leafs get the puck back. Hall dumps one wide of the goal. Marner hoping to get it on the ricochet. Höglander, weak clearing attempt kept in by Matthews. Marner's after the puck, takes Burrows into the boards. Podkolzin couldn't clear. Here's Mitch Marner. Taken away by Podkolzin, who clears again. No icing as it was deflected, and the Canucks can get their change. Quick up, and here's Bunting. Drop pass. Marner with a blast, blocked by Connor Garland, and the puck caroms out to center. TJ Brodie. Morgan Rielly sends one ahead to John Tavares. Here's Nylander on the right wing. William Nylander threw that one across the top of the crease. Pearson trying to poke the puck out, but it was held in neatly by Rielly. Here's Nylander, hard pass. Hit Tavares, went off the side of the goal. Now it's centered and a backhander by Nylander. Stopped by Thatcher Demko, who covers the puck for a whistle.
You know, I showed before Sandin making a pinch and not making a play, and it ended up back at the other end. Here's a great read by Rielly. He keeps it alive. Now you got a 2-on-1 down low. Demko unable to hold it there, and on the other side, it slid across as Nylander. Tough play for a right-handed shot to get a quick shot away, and had to adjust and gave a second for Demko to get across to his left and make the save.
41st shot for the Leafs, who trail by a goal. Just about 6 minutes into the third. Face-off win for Tavares. Here's Rielly with a wrist shot. Demko reacted a little late, but made the save, and then he stopped Tavares on the rebound. Canucks work the puck free to Luke Schenn. Bank pass. Brock Besser trying to tip it into the Toronto zone. Brodie turns it the other way. Now he passes one across to Morgan Rielly. Rielly picks his way into the Vancouver zone right out the middle with a wrist shot. And Demko might have got a piece of it as it went wide on the stick side. Nylander to Tavares. In front, Brodie missed the net. What a setup by John Tavares, and then Nylander was stopped by Demko on the short side. Leafs turning it up here. Nylander making moves behind the goal, protecting the puck, slides it back the other way. Kerfoot bodied by Schenn, and Luke Schenn had his pass attempt blocked. Now Besser intercepts. Weak clearing attempt, gloved down by Matthews. Besser didn't get anything on it on the backhand. Here's Rielly. Morgan Rielly takes it wide. Marner in front. Brodie shoots. Demko the save. Puck onto the stick of Marner. Great pressure here from the Leafs, but now a bad pass by Marner. And Brad Hunt is able to send the puck off the boards and out. JT Miller moves in. Miller in front for Besser, and that was broken up. Besser gets the loose puck. Sends it across. Picked off by Marner, and the Leafs have 3 to center. Michael Bunting in on the right wing. Bunting slows. Checked by Ekman-Larsson, but able to get the puck to Marner. Dickinson behind the goal. He's one of the fresher players out there. Brock Besser's been on the ice for 2 minutes. Now he gets the puck, and it's off Sandin and into the Vancouver bench. And Brock Besser can get some rest. It's a gorgeous night in Vancouver. The Canucks at home on hockey night, leading the Leafs by 1.
Kasha went to the quiet room, did not return. However, he practiced at UBC yesterday. No ill effects, no residual ill effects today, and his 9th of the year then in the second period on a perfect tip to temporarily tie the game, John.
I don't know about you, but I was not expecting to see him tonight.
No, and you think of last year, only played 3 games, had all kinds of trouble with it, so they don't take that lightly, so it was a great sign that he was all right, and his excitement there was his first goal in 12 games, so couldn't have come at a better time.
That tied it at 2. Lamico restored the Vancouver lead. And 3-2 is where this game stands with 12 minutes remaining. Engvall to Simmons. Back for Pierre Engvall. Protects the puck. Works it free to Muzzin. Tried to throw it in front. Blocked by Elias Pettersson, who was checked by Kampf as he tried to move the puck out. Here's Muzzin with a one-timer. Blasted it wide. Schenn gets the loose puck and lifts it out to center. Gloved down by Höglander, who brings it back into his own zone. Podkolzin's clutching his face as he goes to the bench. Here's a lead pass to Pettersson, who shoots, and that's off the glove of Peter Mrazek. Mitch Marner back out there, and here he comes to center as Podkolzin shakes it off of the Vancouver bench. Whoa! Burrows stepped up in a collision of the number 44s. Got a big piece of Morgan Rielly, but here's Matthews to the side. Fanned on by Mitch Marner. Those two get a chance like that, you expect to see it in the back of the net. Puck held into the line. Brody, Marner, in front. Rielly shoots, missed the net. Marner gets the puck again, but his pass is intercepted, and Brock Besser clears the puck out. Marner gives it away to Besser. He steps back in with a pass to Bo Horvat. He's got teammate going to the net, but elected to shoot. And Mrazek able to make the save and get the whistle.
You know, the ebb and flow of a game. At times it's not very physical. Then you get a couple of hits back to back. Here's maybe one of the biggest as the two 44s go after each other. A turnover, a good play here. And this one in Mitch Marner was a rolling puck. He just tried the quick little shot. And Rielly now coming in point blank. And, you know, John, that's about the 4th shot that a D has missed there for the Leafs. Brody missed 2 earlier on. Muzzin missed 1, and then Rielly wide left as well.
They've had 45 on net.
Let's just leave that. We're good.
But they are right. They've had opportunities. I don't know if they're trying to be too fine. Maybe you run into a goalie who's made 43 saves.
Well, we've seen that Demko effect at times before, have we not? And it's not so much that you don't think you can score. You maybe take an extra second because you do have a mobile, active, big-bodied goaltender.
Here's a turnover. Garland in front. Dickinson couldn't get it on goal. Shot attempts in the game are 77 to 33. Here's a lead pass. Nylander in behind, in on goal, and Demko made the save on the deep to the backhand. Nylander takes a look at the referee. I think maybe he thought he took a stick as he got in behind the defense. Pearson to Dickinson. Here he comes. He's got to step on Liljegren. Jason Dickinson in front. Garland missed the net. Hooked it wide. Chances at both ends, and it's still a 1-goal game as we hit the halfway mark of the 3rd period. Lamico hit the linesman the first time. Now he gets the pass through to Tyler Mott. Checked by Hall, but kicks the puck up. Now goes down under the check of Justin Holt. Andre Kasha back for the loose puck. Kasha almost lost it. Now they do give it up. Mott. Wrist shot kicked out by the right pad of Mrazek. Here's Alex Chason. He's taken out by Kasha, and Spezza's through center. Jason Spezza making moves, trying to get around Brad Hunt, who stayed right with him. Leafs steal the puck back. Spezza in front. Kasha stopped by Demko. Muzzin couldn't get it to go. Here's Mikheyev. Now Muzzin in front for Spezza. Went off his stick, then the puck was shot wide of the goal. Leafs center again. Tyler Mott intercepts, and he'll just chip one off the boards and down into the Leafs end.
Has the game ever opened up, isn't it? It's just open ice, end-to-end action. Goaltenders have been solid, and Demko there right on the doorstep. Came out so aggressively again to take away the angle.
Here's Engvall in. Wrist shot over top of the goal. David Kampf after the loose puck. Engvall's there. Pokes it free. Intercepted by JT Miller, who's able to move it outside the line to center. Leafs move right back in. Kampf down the left side. David Kampf with a shot. And Travis Hamonic got his stick on that one. Hard hit in the corner by Simmons as he stepped into Oliver Ekman-Larsson. Canucks move the puck out. Now it's thrown across to Travis Hamonic. See if his stick might be impaired if he tries a shot after that shot block at the other end. Seems to be holding together all right. Brody's after the loose puck. And he turns to get away from Bo Horvat. Brody. Riley ahead. Here's Marner. Mitch Marner into the Vancouver zone. Pass to Bunting, who took it off his skate. Michael Bunting turning in the corner. And now the Vancouver net's been dislodged. Whistle sounds, and any Leaf attempt to apply some pressure there is negated by the stoppage in play. Still a one-goal game. Chances at both ends in this entertaining third period. William Nylander deep to the backhand, couldn't get it to go. Jason Dickinson to Connor Garland, and the Leafs had another one as well. Mikheyev stopped by Demko. Still over 8 minutes to go in this one, but already Thatcher Demko has set a new career high in saves for a game with 46.
And you've seen many of them had to go side to side, look through traffic, deal with some tough rebounds. That last save going to break on Mikheyev, just another example. Once he turns, he comes out and challenges you so aggressively. See maybe if the Leafs can take advantage of that, hold on to it and move it laterally.
Leafs win a face-off, set up in the Vancouver zone. Here's Riley, long wrist shot. That hit a body in front. Gobbling up the loose puck is Tyler Myers. Miller thought about the drop pass and he threw the puck ahead. Leafs break it up. Miller gets it again. Dumps the puck into the far corner. Brody goes back for Toronto. Matthews fanned on it. Now he gets the puck back with a quick spin on Horvat. Miller got his stick on that one. He's back in on the left wing. Threw one across. That was blocked. Riley gloves the puck in. And he'll chip it off the boards and out. Oliver Ekman-Larsson watched by Mitch Marner, but able to pull away. Dickinson ran into Mikheyev. Muzzin gets the loose puck across from Marner. And didn't have the angle on that one as he was hoping to take it off the boards and move him, but it's an icing call against Toronto.
Yeah, the only guy that's stuck out there, though, is Marner. He's the one that stayed wide. Thought he could get that bounce off the boards and get to it. Matthews was able to change, as was Bunting, so Marner's just trying to gather himself a little bit, take as long as he can to get back to the face-off dot.
Leafs win the draw in their own zone. Hall was taken down. Puck came right in front. Dickinson couldn't get to it. Now a long shot. Hits a leg and goes wide of the goal. Marner, nice pass. Mikheyev tips the puck in. Marner heads to the bench, replaced by Nylander. Down went Hamonic. Here's a chance for Hall. Trying to set it up for Mikheyev at the side. Couldn't make contact. Again, the net is off. And Mikheyev hollering at the referee, thinking that Hamonic and or Demko pushed it off at a very opportune time.
Yeah, very. You know, it'd be interesting. I doubt they would allow the Canucks to make a change here, but the speed of Mikheyev makes this possible. He gets in there first. Hamonic loses it down, and that's a shot, I think, as Hamonic's the one that pushed it off. I think Justin Hall, if he could have that one back, shoot that one on net, create a rebound, and Mikheyev was right there for the taking.
They've determined that the peg is the issue here. Referee Ian Walsh went and signaled to the ice crew, and they're going to try to get a firmer grip on the net so it doesn't come off so easily.
So John, that's back-to-back games for Sheldon Keefe that his team has been able to put up 48 shots on goal and keep it under 30 against. And here again in Calgary, they lose by 3. And here now, they're going to have to find a way to get another one. I think what Sheldon Keefe wanted here was either a penalty or unable to change the bodies that you have to make a matchup for him to try to take advantage of.
The work to the net, and the peg in the ice is done, and they're set to drop the puck in the Vancouver zone.
Are coaches ever completely happy with anything? There's always times in a game that you look at their faces and say nothing is going to make them feel good.
Well, you've been there.
Yeah, it's a frustrating game.
Here's Tavares, around for Muzzin. Puck thrown in front. Oh, loose at the side. Mikheyev was banging away. Demko found it, put his glove on it.
Well, how did that one not go in? I mean, that's one that it's through a crowd, and Demko's just not able to get it on this side, and it hits 2 bodies right there on the doorstep, and he is able to get that foot at least close to the post. Hamonic ends up, it goes right through him. Now Hamonic turns and just tries to disrupt Mikheyev enough that he can't get to the rebound. Look at Mikheyev trying to find it in the pile. He ends up getting the skate of Hamonic and knocking him down, and that allows Demko to get to the loose puck.
We can give a pat on the back to the ice crew as well, because the net took a pretty good knock there and
Almost
stayed on.
Came off. It was close, wasn't it?
Off the draw, Leafs had possession, but Pettersson intercepts and clears the puck out. Muzzin, long pass, broken up by Lamico. And Tyler Mott backhands the puck into Toronto territory. Razik out of his net, finds Muzzin, who turns and launches one down into the Vancouver zone. Hit the referee, came right to Tavares. Now Mikheyev tried to center. Nylander was in front, but he couldn't get the pass through. Hall for Nylander. Myers couldn't intercept behind the goal. Here's Mikheyev passing to Liljegren. Blind backhand feed to Mikheyev. Pettersson takes the puck away, and he'll play it gently to the Toronto blue line. As the Canucks try to make a change. Puck is banked ahead to Nylander. Centering pass blocked by Kyle Burroughs. Under 6 minutes remaining. Canucks 3, the Leafs 2. Toronto went 0-3-1 in this building last year when they met 9 times. And for whatever reason, since the last long, here's a turnover, and Miller just slid off his stick as he tried to break in. Since the lockout year, so since the start of 05-06, the Leafs, in terms of points percentage, this is their worst building. Miller across, Besser, drag move, and a nice defensive play by Sandin to knock the puck free. Back come the Leafs. Sandin tried to feather one in front. Miller intercepts, and he backhands the puck out. Bo Horvat giving chase, and his old junior teammate Mitch Marner beat him to the puck. Now Brody knocked down. Horvat gets it. Here's Pearson, fan on his pass, and Engvall intercepts and starts out. Under 5 minutes to go. As Engvall backhands the puck around to the far side. Spezza's there. Feeds the blue line. Morgan Riley wrists one wide, hoping to get the puck to the front of the net. Here's Kasha spinning on Pearson. Andre Kasha puts the puck. Oh, man. He had Demko going the wrong way, but Spezza couldn't make contact. Now Pearson at the other end fighting off Hall, who was able to check him enough and prevent a shot on goal.
I think Tyler Myers got his stick in there, John. It might have saved the goal to tie the game up.
Here's Lamico. Drop pass and a long shot by Hamonic is stopped by Mrazek. That was a great play by Kasha to go against the grain and set it up. Myers to the rescue. Shen gets the puck to Maude, and he plays it in. 4 minutes remaining. Tavares. Hall. Checked by Horvat. Bo Horvat turns. As Maude trying to get it on goal. Now puck out to center, and Shen takes control of his own blue line. Luke Shen again. Passes off a stick, but it winds up in the Toronto end. Leafs move it the other way. Muzzin checked by Besser. Throws one to the middle. Mikheyev picks it up for Toronto. Leaf fans trying to get their team going here in Vancouver. Here's Riley. Mitch Marner across to Austin Matthews. Goes wide on Garland. Matthews tried to get it in front. That was blocked by Myers. And picking up the loose puck is Connor Garland. He chips it ahead and tries to skate onto it himself, but Riley turns on the Jets. And Bunting has the puck for Toronto. Sends it ahead for Marner. He was checked by Tyler Myers. Following up is Morgan Riley. Here's Bunting on the right wing. Cutting in towards the goal. He shoots it. Ekman Larson got his stick in there to steer it off the target. Pass to Marner's off his stick and out to center. Under 3 minutes to go. Riley sends one in and Luke Shen intercepts. Pass to center. Here's Tyler Mott. Teammates with him. Mott to the goal. Shoots. Missed the net. Puck ricochets to center. Shen dumps it back in and the Canucks will tag up. Jake Muzzin. Long pass to center. Shen breaks that up. But the Leafs send it ahead. Here's Nylander. William Nylander across. Tavares checked from behind by Mott, who then got clipped. Ref's got something here, and I think it's a penalty to Tavares. Mott got a high stick, and they're checking for damage. Kasha brings the puck out shorthanded. Gets in over the Vancouver blue line. Puts one in front, intended for Muzzin. And intercepting is Brock Besser. Canucks have two defensemen on the ice, as you might imagine, with this late power play protecting a one-goal lead.
You just can't get too cautious, though, and do nothing. I mean, you know that as this goes along, maybe to the 1 minute mark, Mrazek, he's coming even now, is going to join the race.
Leafs pull the goalie to get it to even strength. Here's a setup, and Nylander's shot was blocked. Empty net for Toronto. It's 5-on-5. Here's Riley to the side. Marner wedged one towards the goal. Nylander gets the puck. Sends it to the blue line. Riley. Matthews stopped by Demko. And the puck is launched down the ice. It'll go wide of the net. And it's an icing call against the Canucks with 1:27 remaining.
Well, a couple of looks, and now you've got some tired bodies as you see Hunt slumped over here. Riley with the quick pass across, and Demko's there, but that one, we saw Matthews with a one-time bomb earlier that just missed. That one didn't quite get into his wheelhouse, and a little knuckler goes right into the chest of Demko.
Thatcher Demko's 50th save of the game. First time a Canucks goalie has done that since 2010. Here's a bid at the open goal, and another icing call. Roberto Luongo stopped 50 against Detroit back in 2010. That was in a 4-3 loss, and Demko has 50 saves in this one.
Well, he has been key when he needs to. Here's another important face-off. Matthews tries to go forward on.
Didn't get through. Riley aggressively down after the puck. Now it's dumped to the near side. Miller hustling after it. Gets it past Marner and down to the Toronto blue line. Matthews watched by Besser. Leaves the puck for Mitch Marner. Final minute, third period. Canucks leading by a goal. Leafs shorthanded but with the net empty. Here's Bunting in. Michael Bunting with a shot off his stick. And the puck ricochets to the blue line. Marner, good job to keep it in. Bunting shoots it around, but Besser's there. He's got Miller with him. Brock Besser puck got away with him, but he sends it across. Miller, I'm not sure he was onside, but he scores. Linesman Michel Cormier said it was a good play. Leafs thought it was offside, but Miller into the empty net makes it 4-2.
I almost thought Miller's reaction was like he thought it might have been offside too. He was trying to straddle as best he could. Let's have a look. Good individual effort to keep it alive. Ooh, oh boy, yeah. You could see the arm go up of Marner. Not much celebration at Miller, but they will take a quick little look at this as it's 42 seconds left. Boy, that was awfully close, wasn't it? And I don't even think it's one of those, John, where his foot was on the ice. Now it doesn't matter anymore, but you could tell he was trying. He just looked at it and said, "No, think it's okay." But the linesman will have a quicker peek.
Under review to check for offside.
Travis Garlitz, number 67. Michel Cormier, number 76. And here's what they're looking at.
Oh man, it's almost.
I think it's offside by a hair.
It is like almost simultaneous, isn't it? I don't think you see too many closer than that. A little bit of a grainy picture on that one, but man, it was almost the exact same time. His foot was just going across as the puck was completely going over.
It's about as close as they come. If I had to stake my life on it, I thought it was just a hair offside.
I thought the early reaction by Miller was usually the telltale. Not that he's going to celebrate an empty net goal that gives you a 2-goal lead, but it looked to me like he hesitated for a second.
So that's the only angle that is being looked at thus far.
Well, I see the camera is up on the blue line, so hopefully they have a little bit better look at that. And the chants, we've heard a lot of Leaf chants tonight, but here's the Bruce chants. We haven't heard them for a while.
Bruce, there it is. Use this angle again. It's close.
And here they come.
After review, the play was offside at the blue line. No goal.
Wow. that was razor close, wasn't it? There we go. Oh man, like he is just straddling it there, and then as it goes by, the puck has to be completely over. Wow, that is one of the closest I've seen in a while.
Literally a photo finish.
Yeah, listen to Sheldon Keefe. Now you're in the neutral zone. That's a difficult place. You only have 45, so pressure off the draw. You're outmanned here in the draw. You got to help out and get control of it.
Mrazek had to come back in, and he can't cut off the puck behind the net. Mott's after it, and the Canucks will try to get it deep and keep it thick, but it's chopped away from Miller. Mott keeps it in. Mrazek was headed out. Here's Horvat. Mrazek the save, and he turns the puck over the glass. He was at the hash marks heading towards the bench and had to scramble back as the Canucks took the puck back.
Well, how about the last 2.5 minutes for Tyler Mott? He comes back and maybe saves a goal, draws a penalty on Tavares, and watch him just come here. Right there in, he beats Marner to the puck. There's that quick little shot off the blocker and out.
Under 30 seconds to go. Leafs trying to come up with the puck, they do, and Marner brings it ahead quickly. Mrazek heads to the bench. And now it's 6-on-5 as Tavares is out of the box. There's a one-time attempt, blocked. Myers gets the puck, puts it off the boards, held in by Morgan Riley. 10 seconds to go. Leafs pressing for the equalizing goal, centering pass, knocked behind the net. Marner gets the puck to Matthews. 5 seconds left. Here's Riley. Matthews shoots, blocked, rebound loose, and Demko with a right pad save. The Canucks hang on. Just before the horn, Thatcher Demko coming across, and the Canucks hang on to beat the Leafs 3-2.
And Thatcher Demko's teammates hanging on to him. Wow. You know, the goaltender can have such an impact, and this has been a game where the Leafs have been all around the front of the net. Look at the white sweaters in front of Demko, goes side to side, drops the stick, gets down knowing time is running out, and some valiant efforts and good patience out top. A one-timer again from Matthews, on the doorstep from Bunting, and an excellent aggressive save yet again for Demko, who was the difference maker, especially in the second when it started to turn, and here in the third to batten things down.
Well, that was something. Thatcher Demko, 50-plus saves for the Vancouver Canucks, who jumped out to an early 2-0 lead. Toronto got the power play cooking in the second to pull even. And it was a Juho Lammikko goal that winds up being the difference. Canucks hang on at home. Win it on hockey night 3-2. Now for the conclusion of Winnipeg and Nashville, here's Harnarayan Singh.